What's happening, y'all? This is Andrew from Mirror Music 99. I'm coming back to do another Grateful Dead reaction from the Closet Recording Studio tonight for a couple reasons. One, I've slightly upgraded the sound system, so hopefully you guys will be able to hear the bass in there a little bit more. You guys, deadheads among you, have been kind of on me about upgrading the sound, so we're going to see if this sounds better for you. Also, right now, as I'm recording this, it's November 21st, 2023. Tomorrow, Coop and I are going to record a live podcast, do a live show at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That includes in part Hey Jude. We're going to discuss that and kind of talk through what it is and compare it thematically to a hip hop song too. So one, you should show up for that. That would be awesome if I saw you there. But as we decided that's what we're going to do, I thought back through what little I know I'm learning about the Grateful Dead, and I was like, there's no way that they didn't make a cover of that song at some point. Like, it's a huge stadium song. It's got a long outro. It's like it's a very basic chord progression which would make it very easy to jam over. There's no way they didn't do that. So I looked it up on YouTube, and there are several versions, as I'm sure you know. Several versions. We're going to do the interpolation they did with Dear Mr. Fantasy from Foxboro, Massachusetts, which is Boston essentially, July 2nd, 1989. So that's where we're headed. So here we go. This is Dear Mr. Fantasy and Hey Jude by the Grateful Dead. Well, not by the Grateful Dead, but as played by the Grateful Dead. It's almost like they're figuring out what they're playing right now. Like, one person starts playing the guitar into it, and then the drummer picks it up, and they're moving now. I must say before we get into this too much, I don't know Dear Mr. Fantasy at all. I've never heard that song before, but obviously I'm very familiar with Hey Jude. So one of the things I was not really able to do, one of the things the commenter told me when I did Scarlet Begonias and Fire on the Mountain interpolation, was that they actually started into Fire on the Mountain a good bit earlier than I thought they did, or before I caught it anyway. I mean, I think they said Phil Lesh, the bass player, started into it first, and then everybody kind of picked up on it and moved forward, because it wasn't until, I don't know, probably the 16 or 17 minute mark in that video where I recognized that riff. But since I'm more familiar with Hey Jude, I'm hoping I'll be able to pick up on that when it actually happens this time. Y'all see how I did. Woo! I looked it up. That guy's name is Brent Meadlands, something like that. Medlands, something like that. But that guy can sing for real. It's also interesting that his vocals are a little further back in the mix, and the guitars and all the instrumental are a little further ahead, right? Is that Hammond organ, right? That's what it sounds like. passed it over, I assume, to Jerry, right? He's usually the one playing lead. That's Hey Jude's riff right there. Is it just the same chord progression in both songs? Is that why they put them together? Right. Right. That is that. That walking. It was good advice for whoever said that we got to pay attention to the bass lines and these things. And I can hear it much better with this sound right here. It's like the pulse, right? I mean, I guess it's always the pulse in songs, but... Right here, they're actually starting to play the lead into it now. Not just the chord structure of Hey Jude, but like some of the melody to it too, and on the guitar line. Okay, so it is the same chord progression for both of them. Of the na 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 part, at least, of Hey Jude. This is a like face melting solo. Like, again, this is I've said this before, but this is not what I associate with the Grateful Dead mentally. And again, it's probably just my ignorance. But this is like ripping. This is now they're getting into it like directly, right? I'll be interested to hear whether he's going to sing like the verses too, or just the na 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 part. I don't know why the internet just dropped out there, but who's that singing? I mean, it's a keyboard player, I see, but like, is that weird too? Or is it all? It looks like it's all of them. Yeah, see. So they're actually doing both of them like overlapped at the same time. Woo! That dude can sing for real. Faceless. Does the real Dear Mr. Fantasy, like the original one, have that kind of like soul screaming, I guess you'd call it, at the end too? It's just like, yeah. And that's pulled it back to the guitar lines from. Is that from Dear Mr. Fantasy now? Or is it just all Jude? This is. All right, man. That's an interesting juxtaposition, right? Like, it almost seems, again, I have no prior knowledge of this, it almost seems like they wrote the song Dear Mr. Fantasy. Maybe it's not their song, I don't know. You guys will have to help me out with that information too. Wrote this song and then somebody realized that it was the same chord progression as Hey Jude, and somebody just started singing, and it just happened. It seems like a thing that would happen like kind of extemporaneously, kind of happen naturally. It's a lot of fun though, right? It's a lot of fun. I love, because at the end of it, they're singing it almost in a round, right? Where they're seeing both of them kind of interspersed together. Anyway, so it was a lot of fun. Thanks for hanging out. Reminder that the super thanks button down here is the only way we get paid for these videos, because YouTube's copyright things won't let us get paid any other way. So if you feel moved, if you feel like this was valuable, drop us $1 or $2. Oh, that always feels weird to me. I hate begging, but you do need to be aware of that information. So anyway, take care, y'all. I'll see you next time.